Welcome to Pro Cycling Manager 2022. Today I will guide you through all the new features and changes in the new game. Next to that I will give my take on every single one of them. That way you can decide whether the game is worth buying or not. When entering a career mode we can directly see quite a few visual changes in Pro Cycling Manager 2021. World Fortnite had 81 average start. Next to that we had Norton Classics as rider type in Pro Cycling Manager 2022. The average chart is actually gonna we have now got something called Evolution, a 6-star system. While this might seem like a very random change, I assure you that this is a pretty good one. I will get back to it later. Next to that, riders now have multiple rider types, which is honestly quite realistic. For example, Wildfire is pretty good. At flat, cobbles and also time trial, the game sees that as his best qualities. As you can see, there is also some visual changes. When it comes to how the stats are shown for each rider having started a career mode, the first thing I will do is check out promotions Roglic, because I want to see the new revamped cyclist page on the left of the screen. We can see the rider attributes now split up in 3 categories: primary attributes, physical and secondary on the right. Of that we have got something called capacities. This is where two things come back that we spoke about earlier. First of all, the 6-star rating system for evolutions of the rider and the multiply rider types. Not only does the rider have a 6-star evolutions for the total of the rider, but also per discipline. For example, Roglic is a 6-star climber, a 2.5-star sprinter, and a 5.5-star puncher. As a consequence, the game sees him as a mountain, hills and time trial specialist. Now when you look closely to the star system, you can see that it's not only 2.5 stars. For the sprinter there is half a star in gray. What does that mean? That's the potential of a rider at the peak of the Primus Rogic's career. He can obtain a 3-star rating in terms of sprinting. Now Primus is quite an old rider, 32. Let's take a look at his evolutions, and we see that he's getting worse over time, so his peak was a few years ago, for example. But when we look at a younger rider like Juan Yuzo, 19 years old, a good like talent at OU, he is currently only a 4.5-star climber, but has the potential of a 6-star climber. He will likely achieve that. In his career, the evolutions and potential of rider did not necessarily change behind the scenes, but they are visualized much better. They are now visualized both on the same scale, 6-star system. Because of this, you as a player know much better how much your rider can grow in certain areas. And when it comes to scouting, young riders you can much better see when they can achieve in their careers. This future has a Benji seal of approval. I love this. And next to that there is some more new info on this page, but these were the most important parts on the flagship feature of Pro Cycling Manager 2022, the new scouting feature. On the right we can see that our team has 3 scouts elements, legendary schools. Scout looks like Khan. He has 10 green blocks right here to use on countries in compressions. Oscar Campos, an international scout, only has 8 of these green blocks to use. Let's try and put Khan Colemans and on the job to scout Belgians. We click on Eurasia. After that we can click on Belgium, but it looks like it combines that together with Luxembourg, and then on the right side it looks like we can select the country itself, Belgium. Looks like next to the selections box of the Belix region we have 2 icons that say we have 7 bonus points in general for first of all having Belgian riders, and next of all having good Belgian riders. I will not lie, I don't know where those 7 bonus points are applied to anyway to scout this region. It will take 3 green blocks away from Koloman, so for example, if we select him at the bottom, we can see that he now has 3 of his green blocks. It looks like we currently have 8 knowledge of this territory. This was initially 3 when we did not have Belux under Concourse, as you can see, but because Koloman has a 5 knowledge on the region, we can select him and make that 8 looks like every country that he can scout. He has 2 attributes. First of all, training structures, which seems to define the quality of the riders that you can get from the country, and popularity of cycling, which influence the amount of talent that flows out of that country. The great part about this is that it evolves during the Hurricane mod, so for example, it for Entraria Binarium Jima starts winning monuments that then with this will improve during the career, which means that the riders coming out of the Era 3 and surrounding will become better, and also more riders will come out of that, making that count.